right, good afternoon, geometry periods 3 and 4. It's Tuesday. It's like, I don't know, 12th of May or something like that. So, chapter 10 test, that's coming up due pretty doggone quick, if not due already. So I wanted to give you guys a little help on your chapter 10, page 2, all right? Now, you've got a circle, it's got some chords, it's got a tangent, it's got some diameters, it's got all kinds of cool stuff on there, okay? So anyway, I punched this up in GeoGebra, and I'm going to use my M, so I'm going to be 13, and the measure of my angle, ICD, is going to be 34.88. Okay, that's the given part. That's on that second sheet that has all those fancy little chart deals on it. Find your letter, get your number, get the measure of your angle, okay? And it also is going to tell you the length of AC, okay? That's going to be from the point exterior to the center of the circle, all right? So this is what this thing's going to look like. Okay, so here you go. Now I've got a lot of the stuff already filled in right now, but that's what your picture looks like. This is in GeoGebra. Mine has a grid, yours does not. Anyway, so notice that what I have here. So I put my given in here. My A to C, my distance from the center of the circle to here is 23 units, okay? That's my given. I'm also given that this diameter, notice it goes through the center of the circle and connects both sides, that's a diameter, is parallel to this chord, okay? I'm also told that the measure of angle IC to D is 34.88. Now, if these two lines are parallel, that means that this transversal and these two parallel lines, alternate interior angles of two parallel lines cut by a transversal, congruent. These two angles are congruent. So I stuck that in there, okay? All right, now, before we go into the numbers, here's the formula of the circle. Whoops, I got a little glare there, don't we? It says that x squared plus y squared is equal to 50. Now in 10.7, they take great pains to identify the equation of a circle. Now this equation, x squared plus y squared is equal to 50, is x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. So r squared is 50. In other words, r is the square root of 50. Well, what's the square root of 50? The square root of 50 is 5 root 2. Now, if you put that in your calculator, you get about 707. So the radius of this circle is 7.07. What does that make the diameter? 2 times that. 14.14. Okay? Now, this is the key to cracking this nut right here on page 572. You have a theorem. Segments of secants and tangent theorems. It says that this tangent, this is a tangent. It hits a circle at 1 point. Okay, this is a tangent. If you take this length and you square it, it is equal to the product of this whole thing times the outside piece. Okay, so in this diagram, it's going to be ED times EC, all right, is equal to this tangent squared. So how does that relate to our problem? All right, let's have a look. This says that from A to B squared, I already have the answer up here, by the way, for you. This squared is equal to this whole thing. This length from here, from J all the way to A, times G to A. Well, if the radius of the circle is 7.07, that makes this diameter 14.14. We already know that. So what is the length of this whole AC, or AJ? The whole AJ, okay? It's going to be AC plus a radius, okay? AC plus a radius, okay? So if you take 23 plus 707, you get 30.07, okay? AJ, 23 plus 5 squared to 2, 30.07. That's the length of AJ. Now, what's the length of AG? AG is going to be 23 minus 5 squared to 2, okay? That's right here, okay? AG, 23 minus 707 is 15.93. So now you know the length of the exterior piece, AG, and you know the length of the entire piece, A to J, okay? So that says that AB squared is equal to the product of the whole thing times the exterior piece. So in our case, AB squared is equal to 30.07 times 15.93, which is 478.98, and the square root of that is 21.88. Okay, that's how you find AB. Now, GeoGebra tells me it's 21.89, so anyway, I'll take it, all right? So now you know the length of the tangent, okay? All right. Now, hopefully, that will help you out with that page 2 a little bit, okay? All right. And remember, if you have an inscribed angle, let me draw you a quick picture here. We're going to throw something up here for you. Maybe this will help you out. I don't know. Let's turn it around like this. Okay? If you have a circle and you have a point on the circle, and this goes like this, and this is like an A, and this is a B, and this is a C, okay, that is an inscribed angle. Okay? If the measure of this angle is 50 degrees, the measure of this arc is 100. Okay? The measure of the arc is twice the angle. Okay? We got that? Now, what would happen if? What happens if this was 130 and you wanted to know the measure of the angle? Well, the measure of the angle is half of 130. What's half of 130? It's like 65 degrees. Okay? All right? That's how that works. That's page 1. A lot of you guys are taking the angle and you're cutting it half and you're doing all kinds of crazy things. Anyway, hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Okay. That's a little bit of help with your Chapter 10 test. So if your last name starts with an M, you're in luck. The length of your AB is 21.89. Okay, and I give you the length of AG. I give you the length of the diameter and all kinds of neat stuff. Of course, the diameter is and the radius is the same for all of you because you're all dealing with the same circle. All right, my battery's going dead, so I got to end this. All right, get on it. You guys are doing good. Those of you that are working, those of you who aren't, pick her up. We're almost out of time. All right, May's out.